Hey! So, in today's episode we're going to be talking about macro photography and a little tip that may help you. Let's go.
When it comes to macro lenses, you oftentimes have problems justifying whether or not you should buy one. And for me, that is one of them. If I buy a macro lens, will I be able to use it a lot? Now, you do have solutions out there which you use.
So, you bought yourself some new lenses. That means that you probably have some old ones lying around. And that's what exactly happened with me. See, when I bought the 35mm f1.4 Sigma Prime, it means that this lens which I used with the Camlink adapter became useless. So for those who don't know, this is the Nikon 50mm f1.8. I haven't used this in a while and I have some filters which may help me with this little jerry rig situation. Well, it's not technically jerry rig, but you know what I mean.
So here in my hand we have a close-up +2 52mm filter. So this is going to be what we'll be using in order to create our macro lens. So here's the lens, the Nikon 50mm f1.8. So this lens is going to be what we'll be using. So we're screwing on the filter as we speak. So there we go, nice and tight. So this is what it looks like. So let's go and see what the image turns out to be. This is the image from the 50mm f1.8. Using the macro filter, this is what the image looks like. So as you can tell, there is mainly some problems with chromatic aberration and focus being soft, but that's mainly due to the actual lens. Now when it comes to the edit, this is how it looks. So I fixed up the colors a little bit. I used my own style, obviously. The highlights are saved, and not only that, chromatic aberration seems to be lessened. I did try my best, but this is a lens that's not really that great. When it comes to this particular jerry rig, or just slapping a filter on to be more exact, I do recommend using vintage lenses, mainly due to the fact that they're inexpensive. A lot of vintage lenses are really good quality and they're easy to find. They're easy to find anywhere. You can find them in local camera shops, you can find them in charity shops, you can find them in thrift stores, eBay, Craigslist, anywhere on the internet you can find old vintage lenses. You may have some family members who are getting rid of some old cameras with these interchangeable lenses. I do recommend searching what ones you would like, and these vintage lenses will adapt to any mirrorless camera. So old Canon FD lenses, or old Nikon lenses, or Leica lenses, or Minolta lenses, or Vivitar lenses, they can easily be adapted to mirrorless camera bodies anyway. So for example, I'm using a 6300, that's an E-mount, so I can very easily get a F to E-mount adapter for about £20 without any electronics in there. If you want one with electronics, you're going to be looking more towards the Camlink. What I also recommend is, when doing this particular modification, or just, that's what we're going to say for now on, this end of the video, we might as well keep it up. Check for click and aperture lenses, because a lot of these old lenses do have click and apertures. For example, this one here, this is the 50mm f1.8, like I said before. This has a click and aperture, so it goes from f1.8 to f22. For the price of this lens, you could get the 50mm f1.4 variant. If you want to get this brand new, you can. That's how I got this. I bought this lens brand new, and that was really stupid of me. Buy used, because you're going to get them for a lot cheaper and you might find better quality ones used. So go vintage and used for this particular modification. Go with vintage used lenses, but if you're just getting into video or photography, because for prime lenses, these old lenses are very useful. If you're looking for more of a telephoto, look more towards the new stuff. But for this macro mod, definitely find yourself a vintage prime lens. It is amazing that these vintage prime lenses are so versatile in today's society and even with today's cameras. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure you annihilate the subscribe and like button and follow me on Instagram because I need to try and elevate my social media presence on both YouTube and Instagram. Peace.